Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Marion.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say taco salads are just burrito bowls, Rob.
Taco salads are just burrito bowls, Rob.
I feel attacked.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games if he can see them and send his favorites over to us. It is our final match of the day, continuing to explore Kaldheim Standard. And as we have said multiple times in the show, we have saved the spiciest for last.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see, a veritable cornucopia of cards on the table here, of new cards that are in our decks.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with probably the simpler, at least conceptually, of the two, and that's yours?
Yeah, no kidding. Mine are a little easier. My deck is doing one specific thing. I am trying mono green elves. Just really want to test out the new Planeswalker. We have Elvish War Master, which I think is going to be quite good. A good mana sink as well. You know, I wish this was Trample instead of Death Touch, but still will be okay. Realm Walker was received some hype right away too. You know, have that experimental frenzy for elves. I think that is going to be awesome. Boreal Outrider, I don't think is going to be super great, but we are snow elves, so that we can just be boosting all our elves. Pretty cute with Vorinclex to get double counters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Toski, because we are going wide, we just have a ton of elves. And then just, you know, our best Paradise Druid impression of being able to ramp and play our Planeswalker on turn 3 and stuff. Now, like I said, there was the green-black 3-drop now that, you know, reveals 6.
Herald, I believe it. Yeah, H-A-R-A-L-D.
That got spoiled after I built this deck, and then the Elf Saga, the green-black
Herald
Saga.
does something. It's like Herald saves the elves or something.
Exactly.
Unites.
What?
Unites the elves.
Herald unites the elves.
Herald unites the elves, yeah. So those two cards I really, really would have loved to, and just switch this deck up and be green-black elves. But we'll just have to do that maybe next week or something.
We've got an idea brewing, don't worry.
It'll be sweet.
And on my side, as we mentioned, this is a list from Ari Lax's most recent article exploring the World Tree as essentially as a ramp payoff. So we're using this in a similar way to Chromatic Lantern. Decks that have used that card in the past that are just ramping, and then use Chromatic Lantern to play whatever the most powerful payoffs that exist are.
Yeah, the Aliantrazi special.
Yes.
This is Aliantrazi's magic card
So
right there.
we need 5 colors of mana so that we can definitely have the colors we need to cast our Ugin.
Of course,
that makes perfect sense.
That checks out.
But we're also ramping into Dream Trawler, maybe 7 different colors of mana in Inspired Ultimatum. That's where you get the name up top, Inspired World Tree. So a lot of cool payoffs here. We've got some Coma Cosmos Serpent. We've got an Asika God of the Tree that could become whatever the Prismatic Bridge. You know, just doing complete and utter nonsense.
This looks absurd.
And we saw a glimpse of the Cosmos be good in the Teamer deck in match 1. And this deck has Beanstalk Giant as a ramp spell. Plays Bone Crusher Giant for early interaction. It also plays Realm Cloak Giant as its sweeper. So there's the 12 Giants that you were looking for. 12 Giants in this deck. And this is a deck that definitely wants to find its payoffs late in the game and also find the World Tree.
Wow.
So Glimpse pulling a lot of weight in this deck. Excited to see how well it does here, especially in a more aggressive matchup. So this is a big test for Glimpse the Cosmos. See if it can pull together a deck that I would normally be pretty worried against aggro, though I do have some good cards. But it's really going to be like, can I find my Realm Cloak Giant for turn 5? Can I have the early Bone Crusher Giant maybe on a mana creature? You know, things like that are going to be really important here.
Yeah.
Once we get to the end game, I should be outside.
What was this deck created in New York with all these giants? Jeez.
they moved to San Francisco, Corey.
Oh, really?
Well, the baseball team did.
Oh, dang. Okay, all right. Well, luckily I was making a football reference. But...
Well, they're in New Jersey.
Dang it.
Their stadium is in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Dang it. All right.
They are the New York Giants.
That's the first pun that I've missed on, right?
They used to be the New York Football Giants, and there's the New York Baseball Giants.
Okay, gotcha.
All the New York teams seem to go to the West Coast. You know, the Brooklyn Dodgers went to Los Angeles.
Sure.
Giants went to San Francisco.
Well, this is going to be a spicy match. Inspired Ultimatum is like one of my favorite cards that, you know, was never truly good, but I played it right when it came out, just in a Jeskai shell, you know, like for the streamer showdown event. And during those times, people are not really interacting well, so you get to play a lot of nonsense to some success. And I was just loving it then, but then Mystical Dispute is a card, so it ruined all my fun.
When decks aren't refined, you can just jam powerful cards in a deck, and when you're casting them, you'll do okay.
Exactly. All right, Rob, do you got any questions for us before we start up our final spicy match here on Versus Live?
So there's no plan to sack the World Tree, right? You don't foresee that ever being like a build.
I mean, it can potentially, but there's not really good gods to find. We're not built to do that.
Okay, gotcha.
World Tree is just going to be a land.
All right.
Let's
So
cast Inspired Ultimatum.
I have officially lost. We'll give you your prize, you jerk. But that means I get to go first and give you the old elf beatdown. Yeah, enjoy it while you can, because you're about to get...
Can I have a moment, please?
You're about to get elved. I know it's been so rare that you've seen those. Yeah, you might as well soak
feel
it in.
tingly.
It feels weird watching this right now.
I feel uncomfortable.
I feel uncomfortable. All right, I'm going to keep my hand. It's quite
I need
good.
an adult.
My hand is less good, but it's a keep.
Okay, I got a land. Pass to you.
I also have a land, but it's a world tree.
Okay. It's unfortunately my namesake of the deck. I got a Sculptor of Winter.
I'm not going to play a world tree. I drew another land this turn, so I can actually play the Shatter Skull tap to this turn.
Okay, pass to you.
Because now I can... Oh, that's a little awkward now, but that's fine. I'm going to play a Henge... Not a Henge Gate, but the other side of that one, a Mist-Gate Pathway.
Okay.
Got... get some blue mana, and I'm going to stomp the
No!
Pass
Leave
the
my
turn.
Sculptor alone. All right, I am going to... Let's go with a Realm Walker. I will choose Elves. I will look and pass to you.
Okay, well, that lines up nicely. I'll play a World Tree and Fire Prophecy the Realm Walker.
Rude.
So I can put a card on the bottom. I don't think I need this Coma right now. Let's maybe find something a little bit more immediately impactful.
Okay.
And then I'll pass.
All right. I'm just doing fun new card stuff here. I got a Planeswalker. Do we have elf tokens? I'd be shocked.
Warriors.
Oh, wow, you did it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Liam Lonergan's.
All right, I'll do that, and I'll pass to you.
So that's a 0. That makes sense.
I will also point out that they're the exact correct type of tokens. 1/1 green elf warrior.
Wow. You are just good at your job, buddy.
I guess Liam Lonergan just picked a good invitational token.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Well, this is going to be my Cultivate turn.
Okay.
Not sure it matters which lands I get, because I'm going to play Rogger and Triome as my land for turn.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to have 6 lands. You have no way to interact. So, I don't know. There's one. There's one in my hand.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Draw. Pretty weak draw for me. I will play a land. No. All right. I think I only have one real good play. So I'll add green.
You mean add black?
Or add black, yep. I'll put a counter on it, untap, add black again. And then I have a Turn Timber Symbiose.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, a 4, a 5.
Don't Vorinclex me, please.
A 6, a 7. Boo, no Vorinclex. All right.
As long as this is not Vorinclex, I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Realm Walker could also be really good, because then it would be really big, and you could threaten to draw cards.
Yeah, I think I have to go with this card here, even though it's not insanely good. So my choice is Toski or Elvish War Master. So this would be a 5/5, I guess, and I get a 1/1, huh? Whenever one or more elves enters the battlefield under your control, it triggers itself.
It doesn't say other?
I feel like it.
One or more other elves, yeah.
Oh,
missed
okay.
Other, yeah, so
Oh,
it won't trigger off
so-
itself.
Okay.
Otherwise,
so-
it would just be strictly better than
the other two.
the one that sees play in Modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwayne's Lay. There we go.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with Toski here then in that case. Just a 5/5 is not great. And then I can't attack, so I'll pass to you.
Okay, well, I am up to 6 mana, 6 lands. The World Tree's online, so I'll just start slamming cards into play.
Oh, God, we're in trouble.
You're up.
We're in trouble.
I had a lot, man, it kind of feels like Fire Zone Adventure now. I just get to cast a bunch of stuff, and it doesn't really matter what colors the lands make.
I just want to say, we were talking about Ali Antrazi and his crazy decks earlier. I remember at an invitational walking over and him tapping a bunch of swamps and just casting a Niv Mizzet pay rune from his hand. Like, okay, I guess that's just what's happening in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
So the Dream Trawler can check the Tyvar next turn, even if it pluses. So that'll be 5. It'll block at least one of these, so Corey can't really run away with it here.
I drew a decent one, but it's not insanely good or anything. Okay, so let's go with add a mana,
Black and Pool.
untap, give it Death Touch. With the green mana, I will Primal Might.
I will discard Amiria's Call.
I guess I can pump it a little bit more, but I want to just draw a card. So yeah, I think I will do this. So I still have a black in pool. I will play Outrider and then attack.
That should have another counter. So 4 total.
Yep.
I go to 16, you draw 2 cards.
Yep. 1, a 2. And I will pass to you.
Interesting. No follow-up.
No follow-up.
Okay, draw, trigger Trawler.
Yep.
Attack Tyvar, trigger Trawler. Is that cool?
Yep.
Okay.
I will cast Wildborn Preserver with snow mana.
Sure.
So I get a +1/+1 counter. May I block?
Is that... Oh, that thing has reach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually want to block. You were attacking here, I imagine.
Yep.
Yeah, I will block then.
Okay, that dies. I gain 5. I go to 21.
Yep.
I will cast Glimpse the Cosmos.
Okay. Yeah, and all your lands just add any mana with World Tree once you hit 6, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this card actually scares me. This is probably the card that scares me the most out of the set. I just think there's a chance that, we just turn into 5-color soup decks, like that's never super great.
And I'll play a Bone Crusher Giant and flashback to Glimpse the Cosmos.
Okay.
And then I will play a World Tree.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Untap. A draw.
Still surprised that card isn't legendary.
Right. Okay. Let's go with Turn Timber Symbiose.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's got to be Vorinclex.
This is exactly what I didn't want to see.
Yeah. So it doesn't get a counter or anything because that was just a spell. Now it's what do I want to untap? And I think it's probably still just this. Yeah, let's untap this, put a counter on it. 2 counters, I guess, with this. And I will get in there. This deck is kind of sweet. It's doing some things.
I did not think I was going to come close to losing this, and now I feel like I screwed up.
Sweet.
And might lose because of it.
Yeah, Toski looking good here. So your only good block is on the Outrider, or you can just eat up a Toski, but regardless, I'm going to be drawing 3 cards. And now I took ECD out of the equation, which I think could be big. Yes. Elves. Honestly, this is nostalgic for me because when I was 13, Brad Nelson came into me and my dad's house and said, "Corey, we got to try Magic the Gathering." And my first deck was an Elf Well-Wisher deck.
12.
11, 12. Yep.
I go to 9.
Okay.
You draw 3.
1, a 2, a 3. Okay. Then I will play my land for the turn. And this is not a snow mana, unfortunately. I guess that card's gone anyways, but I will play this and pass to you. But yeah, Well-Wisher Elves was my first deck I ever had. It was just pre-con and stuff, but that's the last time I feel like that tribe was ever, remotely playable outside of your legacy shenanigans. Yeah, this is probably like one of the worst Magic cards I've ever put into a standard deck ever, but, you know, there's no other 1-drops that are elves.
You're at 20.
I am at 20, yep. And you're at 9?
Yep.
Okay.
Six, 8, 9, 14, 16 with the Tyvar. I wonder if that's just the play.
Okay.
Kind of feels like it. I think I'm just supposed to race.
Okay.
Because I could just go upstairs.
Oh, God.
You go to 15, I go to 14.
Okay.
I'll draw 5, pump the trawler 5 times.
Oh, that seems insane.
Attack you, draw again.
Okay.
So now I've drawn 7 cards this turn, so that's a 10.
Okay.
Wait, what does that do?
Yeah, exactly. I was looking.
Yeah.
Whenever you cast an elf spell, it gains haste until end of turn, and you draw 2 cards. You get an emblem that does that.
Okay, attack this thing.
Okay. So I'm at 15. You're attacking this down.
And I gain 10, go to 24.
Okay.
If that's the case, then I should just kill this. Because if I'm not trying to kill you, yeah. I didn't realize that thing gave haste. I knew it
Okay.
drew a bunch of cards. So
you
let's
wanna
imagine I
kill
kill this.
this?
So you're
Okay.
still at 20. You're at 20, I'm at 24.
Okay.
And then I will play a land for turn and Spikefield Hazard the Wildwood Tracker.
Oh.
So
You
it's-
didn't already play one?
No.
Oh, okay. And that's exiled, right? All right.
And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, that's going to be bad. All right. Okay, I will play a Realm Walker, choosing elves.
Yep.
Okay, attack for 7.
I will go to 17.
Yep.
You'll draw 2 cards.
2, 1, a 2. Oops. Tilt. Yeah, that's a major tilt. Yeah, I think I needed a good turn, a good follow-up, but I just hit 3 lands in a row. And I will pass to you.
Okay. Draw.
Yep.
Attack, draw.
Mm-hmm. I will take 5 down to 15. You go to 23.
22 is what I have. I may go
Okay.
to 17.
Yep.
So, yeah. So 15 for you, 22 for me. And now let's go... Fertile Footsteps
Okay.
continues to not matter.
Yeah. Until I LD your world tree and you're like, oh, what have I done?
Oh, I miscounted. Not Fertile Footsteps.
Okay.
Thought I was going to have 8 mana after that. I'm only going to have 7.
Okay.
Because what I want to do is wrath away this Vorinclex, so I will cast off.
Okay. Well, it's a giant.
Okay, then. Then I'll play a Triome and play a Bone Crusher Giant,
Okay.
which doesn't kill either of your things.
All right.
Pass the
I
turn.
love that. I'm glad Dreamy T is out here. Okay, that's a tilt. Okay. God, this deck is sweet. 6, 7, 1. Turn Timber Symbios.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, So now I have War Master, Visionary, or Preserver here, or Second Toski. That could be cool.
I would go for the second Toski.
Yeah, would you? So regardless, my thing is going to be gigantic. Now it's just, do I want to draw a card or do I want to have this special ability attached, which does seem pretty sweet. Yeah, because I'm going to draw a decent amount of cards already. Okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to go with War Master. We haven't seen this card yet. It gets 3 counters. Then I will...
I want to recheck the top.
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. Well, I'll cast this. Thank you. And then I will Primal Might this.
So you take 2.
Yep, 13. Oh, yeah, and I get a 1/1 elf.
Yep.
Green elf warrior. And then I will attack for 3.
I go to 19.
Draw 2.
Yep.
I did play a land, so then I'll pass to you.
Okay, so this is 9 mana. So now I get to Fertile Footsteps, get a basic, cast an Ugin.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I couldn't cast Ugin with Vorinclex because it only enters with 3 counters.
Oh, yeah, that is how it works, huh?
And then you have a 4, right, as your max?
Yep.
So I'll -4.
All right. Oh, that's a tilt.
And then pass the turn.
Oh, can I go back and take Visionary?
They're exiled.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters, but...
All right. Untap. We need something good. That's not the worst, I guess. War Master. Actually, we'll go like this. We'll funnel 6 mana in for creatures. War Master, 4 floating. Visionary.
Yep.
Draw. And yeah, I think that's all I can really do. So then I'll pass to you.
Okay, I'm going to +2 on the War Master.
Okay.
Then I will Fertile Footsteps again.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm sure I have basic somewhere.
Okay.
5, 6, 7. Play a Beanstalk Giant.
Okay.
Actually, I can Fertile Footsteps again.
Okay.
And then I'll be fully tapped out.
You're doing the things.
Done? Because I have another Yep. And it is 13-13.
Okay.
Which is convenient because you're at 13.
Yeah. Tilt. It's a 13-13?
Yep.
God, that's such a tilt.
You have enough mana for Primal Might to 12?
Yep.
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 10.
Okay. Well, I am dead then.
I do have another Destroy All Non-Giants.
Yeah,
Or
that's pretty good. I almost kept up with that ridiculous amount of stuff.
I could have taken another Shatter Skull off of the Glimpse the Cosmos, but I just took a different land because I had the Ugin, and I was like, I'll just leave the Shatter Skull in my deck because I needed the land to do everything I wanted to do. And then you played Vorinclex, and suddenly I was like, this just got so much harder.
Yeah.
If I had just taken the Shatter Skull, I could just Shatter Skull it, and if you had found another Vorinclex off that last turn timber, like
it would have been. Yeah, Vorinclex with Planeswalkers too. That is how it works, right? Like it'll just come in with 3.
And it doubles yours too, so you can immediately ultimate the elf, the Planeswalker, if you cast it after the Vorinclex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just come in.
It doubles the counters, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. I bet there's some kind of combos with, some of the bigger walkers. We're playing pretty random decks that don't have tuned sideboards. We can play another pregame, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vorinclex just into Ugin, right?
Yeah.
You can just ultimate Ugin?
Yeah.
Oh, round it up, right?
Well, it doubles, so you don't have to round up ever when you're doubling.
Oh, it just doubles. So I just get 14 loyalty with Ugin?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I need to try that next.
Is that enough? Do you need any more?
Yeah, holy cow. Oh my. I think I figured out my deck. Okay, I want it to be green-red snow landfall with Vorinclex, Ugin, the snow creature, and just be green-red ramp. Try to do those kind of Ugin combos. 4 Vorinclex, 4 Ugin. Just jam.
Do you want to
Lotus
be
Cobras?
Do you want to be Naya? Because you're going to have Cobra anyway, and Fable Passage, and play Showdown of the Scalds.
Oh.
So that you have that really good source of card advantage in your ramp deck.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's the first idea for Thursday's show. That sounds awesome. Wow. I bet there is going to be some big mana, just busted deck with Vorinclex. I mean, you still get to play Castle Garenbrig. You know, you got to play a lot of snowlands to make it work, so your mana base is going to be a lot worse. That's the thing. To make the Jon Snowland, like, you got to play the snow duels and stuff.
Are you going to play things like Fertile Footsteps?
I don't think so. Cultivate, I think, is enough. Cultivate gets snowlands. And then Lotus Cobra.
You could even go full adventure and play, you know, Bone Crusher, Fertile Footsteps, Realm Cloak Giant, if you wanted to. But if you're playing Vorinclex, you probably don't want to Wrath. You want to be like a kind of aggressive.
You can do like Giant Killer though. You know, like.
There's a lot of things we can do. We're just brainstorming here.
We're brainstorming. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, that sounds awesome. But honestly, some of these elves and Toski there looked amazing. That surprised me.
That game was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
No kidding. And you had the perfect draw for removal.
Oh yeah, I went turn 2 removal, turn 3 removal, turn 4 cultivate, turn 5 dream trawler, turn 6 like inspired ultimatum.
Yeah, and I think you just shouldn't have giant explosion there. I think that actually gave me a lot better chance.
Oh no, I just had the Ugin. I don't know. If I like let you on top of the Vorinclex and you go like Planeswalker, play a bunch of haste elves, that's how I thought I could lose.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get the Vorinclex out of the way.
That's fine.
I just should have taken the Shatter Skull off the Cosmos.
Okay.
Realizing that Vorinclex is the only card I was afraid of.
All right, I'll keep. This is a sweet hand.
Then I wouldn't have had to Wrath.
Yeah.
I also have a very good hand.
All right, here we go. I got a 1-drop.
I have a Rogran Triumph.
Okay. I will draw. I have Sculptor of Winter and attack for 2.
18.
Your go. I wish this was Llanowar Elf, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers.
Ketria Triome.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Not a bad draw there. I think that's better than my other card. So I'll play a land, play a Visionary.
Yep.
Draw. And +1/+1.
Trigger on the stack. I'll Spikefield Hazard it.
Okay. And then I'll attack for 2.
I'm at 16.
Your go.
Interesting. Branch Loft Pathway, Fertile Footsteps.
Okay.
And pass the turn. What land do I want to get? Actually, because I don't have a World Tree yet, I should play this as the white side.
Okay.
And get something that casts Inspired Ultimatum. So Inspired Ultimatum is triple red.
Yep.
I have 2 red from the dual lands. Yeah, I'm going to get a mountain.
Okay.
You're up.
I'll play a land and Vorinclex you and hit you for 8.
That's a lot.
ECD me, bro.
So I'm at 8.
Your go. I guess you can just Wrath me here, huh?
That is the idea.
But do you have it?
No.
I guess I do have kind of some bad cards that maybe we should have sideboarding for to get out. But you know what? YOLO.
What I do have is a Stomp on Visionary and a Bone Crusher.
Okay.
Could have stomped last turn. Wouldn't have stopped the Vorinclex if he had 2 mana creatures. So not much I could have done here.
You're dead.
Yeah, that'll do it. I just had 2 7-drops. I think I was pretty dead regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, thank God. Yeah, because I just had a 3/2. I just had this card that probably shouldn't even be in the deck for the follow-up. But
Realm Cloak Giant into you untap, play some stuff. I Inspired Ultimatum something. I feel really good. And then I go Coma, you know.
This is crazy, though. The value that this deck has, plus the endgame punch of Vorinclex, and I don't even have all the great value cards. Like, you know, that Saga, doesn't it just put an elf into play from your graveyard or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
you
I think
mill.
it puts, I think with 2++1 counters.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
with all these things putting ++1 counters around, you can probably afford to play some henges then, because you're going to have some bigger creatures.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the Planeswalker also can like pump a creature, maybe make a 3-power thing a 4,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
curve into henge that way.
Maybe a couple, yeah. You
Yeah,
don't have to
yeah,
get
2.
cray. Yeah,
Yeah, that's step 2 on the saga.
yeah.
The first one is mill 3 cards. You may put an elf or Tyvar card onto the battlefield, and then put a +1/+1 counter on each elf you control. And then 3 is whenever an elf you control attacks this turn, target creature an opponent controls get -1/-1 until end of turn.
Yeah, I really do think Elves is going to have a chance to actually be something here. You know, I do think Vorinclex just has to be added to it. But yeah, we got time to head to sideboarding, huh?
Oh yeah, we can definitely play a game
All right.
3 here. So we are going to
Sweet.
take a quick break, get back, do some sideboarding, and then finish up our final match here between Mono Green Elves and Inspired World Tree. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Inspired World Tree and Mono Green Elves. Not much on my side here. Bringing in a couple Elspeth Conqueror's Deaths. Very bad against Vorinclex, but a lot of good green Planeswalkers you got to answer. And the Elf deck has the Elf Planeswalker. So ECD good in those situations. Bringing out a couple of the singletons that aren't very good against aggro. Klothys, yeah, can gain some life. But if you notice what the Elf deck is doing, it's not winning just by inches. It's winning with this overwhelming synergy, creating these huge battlefields. So the life gain going to be much less impactful in that against that kind of aggressive deck. And then Coma, just the least impactful of our really expensive cards. I'd much rather have Dream Trawler, much rather have Ugin, much rather have Realm Cloak Giant. So that's the one that gets cut.
Okay, I like it. So from my end, Boreal Outrider is probably the weakest card. Even when I was building, I knew it was going to be bad. The 1-drop was not great either, but those just scream to me as the 8 cards that I get to immediately take out and turn this into a green-black elf deck. You know, what this deck is really going to be missing to just be absolutely bananas is Llanowar Elf. You know, that's what would really just make it busted, because there are no good 1-drops. I looked through every elves. They're just not there, you know?
Well, we're only like halfway through the set. Maybe you'll get one.
Maybe Llanowar Elves. You never know. Yeah, people do kind of hate that. So we're just taking that out, taking out one of our Primal Mites, because Garrett kind of does a good Primal Mite impression at bumping stuff over the top. Plus, this is really bad to draw early, and some situations it's not even good late. So, and then a couple Vivians to, you know, have another play when you're setting up a Wrath turn where you Wrath and then I still have Vivian, and untapping with that is usually quite strong.
Garrick, another Planeswalker, you can immediately ultimate if you have Vorinclex on the battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Emblem.
Oh, my God. Or Big Garrick. You get the overrun effect.
The
6-mana, the Huntsman. Yeah, if you go Vorinclex into Garrick Huntsman, you ultimate immediately. And if you're playing an elf deck, you're going to have a swarm of creatures. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. We're doing elves again Thursday because that is sweet. Because you can make that an Ugin deck too. You know, it's just big elves.
I guess I'll just leave this deck together and not take it apart tonight then.
Yeah, well, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. But yeah, I am excited.
You can probably put the lands back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there'll still be snow-covered forests in there.
Yeah, still, because the 2-drop accelerates.
Maybe not 15, but...
Yeah. Maybe the green-black... There's a green-black snow duel, right?
Well, there's snow duels of all 10.
Okay.
But they just enter. They're gates.
Okay.
There's snow guild gates.
I wish it was 9 of them just to tilt you. Be like, why wouldn't you include this one? All right, final game, y'all. This is to avoid the sweep. That's the important thing.
It's going to start well for you because I got to take them all again. A non-functional 7.
5. I'll keep. My hand's not anything great, but you know, it's an elf deck, so I can't be too overpowered. Rob, do you got any questions from our lovely audience here as we wind down the show?
Yeah, so looking beyond standard, what you've seen so far, what are you excited for in older formats?
Ooh, I really have not put too much thought into Elders just because we have just begun. But the red-black pathway for my Rakdos Arcanist deck, I'm excited for that.
I would think that potentially some of the elves can, see play in Modern or Pioneer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that's super exciting to me, and so far, nothing screams anything exciting.
Not a lot of
formats.
just like good cheap cards. That's usually what I'm looking for in the older formats because you can't really just like play 5 and 6 drops.
Yeah. One thing that'd be kind of cool is the giant card with like Mutavault. It's kind of cute.
That is
Probably not good.
That is
but-
definitely cute. That's a me thing. I would
Yeah,
do
that is a you thing. Yeah.
It might be good in like an well, you can't really do that with Arclight Phoenix because you can't really play Mutavault with Arclight Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like getting that density of spells that you need
Yeah.
is really cool.
God, yeah, I'm really not too excited for any older
And
format
I would
for
love to
Modern or
just
Pioneer
discard
yet.
that thing too and just have it in the graveyard. Never play the 2-mana version.
Yeah.
I might actually try to do that.
Oh, yeah. Tybalt and Cascade. I'm excited to see that.
There we go.
Yeah, I want to see Bloodbright Elf into Tybalt cast the Planeswalker. That's what I want to do in Modern Jund.
Yeah, I figured it out. That's
That's
gonna be good.
That's gonna be insane.
Because the Valky is actually quite good regardless. Like taking their Uro and just copying it on turn 3 is awesome.
That card's so good against Uro.
Yeah.
Makes sense why you wanted to have it paired against an
It's
Uro
like
deck.
pretty clear that it's there to be an answer to Uro, but Uro just got banned in multiple formats before Valky saw play.
Yeah, Valkyrie in older formats. That's the answer for sure. I think that'll be sweet.
Just like hope you have the removal spell immediately or you're dead.
And think about this. Think about these Uro soup decks, these Mystic Sanctuary decks. They don't have too much early removal besides like Path. You know, do you want to be pathing a Valkyrie on turn 2? Or do you, I mean, to be fair, you can get them with the blowout, right? If they go to activate it during their turn and you have 1 mana up, you just path it in response, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's brutal. Then you get Uro back. That's a huge tempo swing. But if you don't have it, you're dead.
Yeah. And if they go turn 1 Thoughtseize, take your path. Turn 2 Valky, take your Uro. Let's go. So I have a reasonable hand here. We can put that one on the bottom.
Or even Pioneer mono black aggro with Valkyrie, just not ignoring the other side.
I was looking at there's a sort of an innocuous card. It's a 1 and a black 1/1, and when you cast your second spell for a turn, it gets 2+1/+1 counters and gains menace until end of turn.
Yeah.
And I was trying to put that into a standard mono black deck that plays the 3-mana artifact that you choose a color, adds a mana of that color, and pumps creatures of that color, their power. You know, but like people played that back with like Obosh when companions were new. And I was like, well, why don't we do that? Because then we can go like 1-drop into this 2-drop and then go, 3-mana artifact 1-drop, get 2 counters on my thing. I have a 4/3 menace now and some other creatures, but there are literally no black 1-drops. They're so heinously bad.
Yeah, Knight of the Ebon Legion, but that's about it, right?
No, that one rotated. They all rotated in the fall.
Oh, you're talking standard. Okay.
Yeah, in standard.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like maybe you can do something like that in Pioneer, but it's probably just worse than regular mono black.
True.
Second world.
That land's not legendary?
Nope.
Weird. Okay, I have a Sculptor of Winter. Pass to you.
It's because the Vikings knew that there were multiple parallel universes, an infinite number of them. So theoretically, there's an infinite number of world trees.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right? That's what I'm assuming.
Too good.
Let's play Tide Channel Pathway, since I already have a bunch of green mana.
Okay.
Not that I think it's going to matter, because I also have a Cultivate here.
Okay.
So let's get some basics of various colors.
So I got one more turn before you start casting Haymakers already. Great.
I'm going to get 2 basic planes.
Okay. Done?
Yep. Just in case I need to ECD or Wrath next turn.
Okay. I do have a nice turn here. I have the Planeswalker. I will get an elf and pass to you.
Getting an elf.
Elf.
Planeswalker's Tyvar Kell. Gotta get that name down.
Yeah, Tyvar Kell. Yeah, I gotta get all the names down.
Okay, well, I do have the ECD.
Okay.
So let's deal with the Planeswalker.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right.
Can potentially Vorinclex me here.
I can, but I think I have a better play. I got a Toski. Attack for 2. Or attack for 3.
So I'm at 17.
Draw 2.
Yep.
And pass to you. Toski just once again looking great.
Okay, well, I drew land, so now I can cast all the colors.
Okay.
All the colors of the rainbow.
All of them. Oh, yeah. We'll be bringing it back.
Yeah, let's play Dream Trawler.
All right.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Yeah, Dream Trawler is going to be terrifying. Play a land.
Can't effectively Primal Might it here because of the ECD, which is
Yep.
nice.
I'll add 6.
Don't like that.
Realm Walker.
3 floating.
We'll name Elf. Okay. Elvish Visionary.
Yep.
Declare attacks.
Yep.
I'll get in there.
I will block the 2/2, so I gain 1 overall.
Yep.
Brings me to 18.
Draw
You
2.
Draw 2.
1, 2, and pass to you.
On your end step.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I figured this out. Don't worry.
I was hoping you wouldn't.
I will discard a Beanstalk Giant.
Okay, that
Tap
seems
the Dream
great.
Crawler.
Yep.
Now I get to draw and return this with Elspeth Conquers Death.
Okay.
Okay, I'll choose a +1/+1 counter.
Good call.
I will attack with a Dream Trawler and draw a card.
Okay. I'll go to
So-
15, you go to 23.
Should have played my land first. But that's a punt.
Okay, 15 to 23. I'm
Yeah.
still in a lot of trouble
15 to
here.
23.
Yeah, and I mean, the mono green, just not having access to these tough to deal cards makes me want to be green black even more. You can get like,
I'll deal 5 to the
Soul
Realm
Shatter.
Walker and draw 5.
oh god. Okay.
Yeah. If I'd played my land pre-combat, I would have drawn it to Ultimatum and casted it and dealt 5 extra damage.
Well, it's a sorcery, but.
Oh, it's sorcery.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that was an instant.
You crazy.
I really did think it was an instant.
It's not.
Oh my god, he might be dead next turn.
Uh-oh.
So I gained 5. That puts me to 28.
Yep.
So we got 28 to 15.
Yeah.
I played a land. I have 7 cards in hand. I'll pass the turn.
This one's pretty out of reach for me now. I got a land, and we can like play a Turn Timber Symbios. I don't think that's gonna be enough, but yeah, it's really the best I got. So, yep, I'll cast this.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I will put this into play with some counters. And I'll pass to you.
Okay.
Oh, this has to attack.
Yeah.
So,
Block.
well, then I guess no, I didn't need to leave that back. Yep. Okay. Here we go.
Draw. This is too cool. Cast Seagate Restoration.
Oh my
I
god.
have 7, so I'll draw 8.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a 9 draws. This is a 12 power.
Yep.
Then I will attack and draw a card. 13 power.
Okay. I'll block.
That's fine.
It's dead.
Hmm.
It's dead. It's a 5/5.
Oh, yeah.
You gain a ton of life, but
I'll go to 41.
okay.
That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I agree.
Play a land. Spikefield Hazard the 1/1.
Okay.
And pass the turn. I don't have a maximum hand size.
No, you do not. All right. What gets me out of this? Probably nothing. Let's start with adding 6. We'll start with Realm Walker naming elves. 3 floating. Okay. Realm Walker naming. I'll name Predator or whatever.
Or
I
Praetor.
think it's a Praetor, yeah.
Phyrexian Praetors.
Okay. Okay, so no mana floating.
Do.
I guess I will attack.
Block.
Okay, good call, good call. And I will play a Visionary, draw, and pass to you. What do you have, 1 million cards?
Approximately. Okay. I'll play a World Tree. I'll play Ugin. I'll -4 the Ugin.
Oh,
I'll attack you for 10.
okay, that's
You
cool.
go to 5.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
Well, I think you got to get your sweeping ready. I think I'm dead.
Well, even if you deal with my board, I have 7 points of burn in my hand.
Oh God. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Well, we will cast Turn Timber Symbios. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I'm dead. GG. GG. Yeah, that deck is sweet.
I had so many more cool cards to play.
Yeah, you really did. You really did. Yeah, just couldn't beat Ugin, couldn't beat Dream Trawler, and that just makes me even more excited for the green-black version because I'm just going to have these over-the-top things, and then you have Soul Shatter to deal with big things.
Yeah.
And you can have Heartless Act to deal with faster decks.
Garrett Curse Huntsman that you mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
The Saga helps you contain different creatures. You know, if you go tack it all on one big creature to deal with one thing if you want to. I think the Saga pumping your team is also going to be really nice, especially with Vorinclex. You need to I felt like you needed to close the game a little bit faster. Like you drew a bunch of cards, then you just had a bunch of 2s and 3s. You dealt 3 or 4 damage.
Yeah.
You needed to get that one turn where you got 8 to 10 damage in.
Yeah,
that happened with Vorinclex, but not really any other way.
Yeah, elves were like the facilitator to get me there instead of doing an adventure theme. And then if you just have something that's way over the top, then you kind of have that double way of attack. And I think that'll be pretty interesting. And maybe there's some black elves that are from older sets. I don't think so. I remember looking, and there was basically no.
Well, there's now the Ravenous Rats one from the new sets. There's Ravenous Rats that's an elf cleric. That could be fine. Just have them discard a card. Get yourself a 1/1. It can start tapping for mana with the Planeswalker or something like that.
This could just be a 4-color deck if you want to be really greedy, and just play a lot of the sagas. I guess the destroy target creature and then search a land one. It's cute when you have Vorinclex out because then you get to destroy plus get a land. Yeah. Okay. My brain's cooking for some Vorinclex Planeswalker manipulation. I think that is just awesome.
Keep in mind that if your brain is cooking at home, you can find all of the revealed cards at StarCityGames.com/previews and pick them up as soon as they release.
Does the 4-mana green Nissa, that puts +1/+1 counters on a land, right?
Yes.
So it just makes 6/6s then. And it's negative.
Wait, no. I think it just makes it a 3/3 because it goes away on the turn.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. That would be busted.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of stuff to think about with these elves now. I think the big point that you brought up that I want to emphasize is using the elves as the facilitator instead of an adventure theme, which I think is where you want to go. You don't want to be 100% all in. They are the facilitating low end part of your curve. But what I like about doing that, adventures has sort of dominated standard over the last year, outside of some of the busted enchantments. But it really depends on getting that early edge wall innkeeper.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Without that, you're still playing some good cards, and that's why they're good. But the elves are drawing cards on their own. Llanowar Visionaries drawing cards. Realmwalker can be a good standalone threat. So I think that it's more consistent in the way it's going to come together when you use the elves.
Yeah.
Which is weird because usually tribal decks need the right payoffs, but the standalone cards are good enough that I'm excited.
Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty sweet. So we'll have an exciting show for you on Thursday, but we're running close to the end of time. Any big takeaways from you today? I mean, you swept me, so GG. It was a
continues to look good.
Yep.
The Glimpse to the Cosmos. That
looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked good. Valky looked good.
Yep. And the dragon seems fine, but we didn't see it shine today. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's bad.
We never got to see the turn 5 play a dragon attack 2-mana interaction, which is what we kept talking about. That this didn't come up.
Agreed.
And maybe it was the decks that we put it in, maybe it was the matchups that we had, but or maybe that situation just doesn't come up often enough to make the card good.
Yeah.
But I really want to see that happen before I write that card off.
And then I learned 2 negative things about my decks that I think is a very good learning lesson moving forward. I learned in match 1 that Kaya and Nico did not feel great in the control shell. So what that leads me to believe is these are not good standalone planeswalkers. These need to be build-arounds. Remember the Blink deck with Nico?
Yeah.
Bananas, right? Absolutely bananas. And an Esper Doom deck where you're already interacting and you're doing the Doom style stuff. Kaya's awesome in it because you're already depriving them of resources. So if you can hit them and exile their 1 resource and then Doom resolves or something, excellent. But on its own as a control card, I didn't love that.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe that, those are niche planeswalkers a little bit more.
They're planeswalkers that need more on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Not standalones.
Exactly. And I learned in this match that elves, no matter what, even if you play the 1-mana 2/2 Isamaru elf, it's not an aggressive tribe. It's just not. It is a go big and then go wide thing. And one last thing that is positive, to end on a positive note, Toski looked awesome. Like, I mean, that should just be a 2 of, even if it's not synergizing that well, but it looked really good to me. So
yeah, I agree. A lot of the card, when you're playing against the elf deck, you really want sweepers. Toski survives a lot of them.
Yeah.
Extinction Event might be an issue. So but a lot of your things are odds. Realm Walker, Landwar Visionary. Maybe you try to stay away from some of the 2-drops just to diversify enough and be more odd and get more ones.
This elf deck is a deck where, I mean, if you're playing against an Extinction Event deck, if you just diversify every time, like, you got to be very conscious because if you ever walk into it, you lose.
Good 3.
Yeah, like there's going to be good 3s, and there's going to be these sagas to play instead of like doubling up on even or whatever. And that's the one joy of not playing an adventure deck as well, because adventures, they're all odds. That's why Extinction Event is good now. If we were just playing aggro decks where they were just diversified aggro cards, and you had a choice between Shatter and Extinction Event, you'd play Shatter. But Extinction Event is the most played card right now because adventure cards are so popular.
Yep. So Elves might throw a wrench in that plan. I think Vorinclex throws a wrench into some plans of everybody
Vorinclex throws a wrench in every plan. Yeah.
Well, the two of the most common cards you see people play to answer big threats are Elspeth Conquers Death and the Akroan War.
Yeah.
But the red decks can't answer big creatures, so they just take them and finish the game off. It solves both of those. I wrote about this in my article live right now on starseedgames.com. So, if that pushes people towards Heartless Act, then they have to Extinction Event. If you're elving with Vorinclex, then, you can make Extinction Event bad. So I like a lot of what this set is doing in terms of upsetting the current balance of the threat answer,
monotony we've been in.
Paradigm that we're in. And I think it upsets the balance there a lot.
Yeah.
So we're going to see people like play decks that take advantage of what is doing well now against adventures, and then people are going to have to move away from adventures, and then you get to move towards the better answers, and you get that sort of churn that Standard is known for, where every week the metagame changes, and you just got to be that one step ahead.
Yeah, and I think we're just scratching the surface on Vorinclex as well. Like, I think Vorinclex and World Tree and Nico in the Blink deck, I think are my top 3 cards so far, and the cards on the watch list for being too busted. Nico, I don't think is going to get there, but the other 2 I think could really shape up Standard quite effectively.
Agreed. So we're going to continue exploring Kaldheim Standard. There's still, a third or half of the set left to be revealed.
Yeah, it's still Christmas land.
Yeah. So that's going to be on tap for Thursday's show. More Kaldheim stuff. For now, let's thank some subs.
Yeah.
All right, we got a few today. Paradise Sal, subscribed for 13 months. Admiral Zayton 1 for 2 months. Fluffy Blue Boy for 11 months. Goat Thulu for 7 months. And last but not least, Heptagon 24 gifting a sub today. So thank you to all of our subs.
Nice. 5 subs, can't complain.
Yeah, thank you for that support. If you'd like to support Star City Games in another way, you can join SCG Premium. $7.99 a month will get you access to exclusive content from our wonderful staff of content creators, as well as some additional perks, 5% off of sealed product, 10% off of singles, and 15% off of supplies. So head on over to starcitygames.com/join-premium and sign up today.
Absolutely. And if you want to be as comfy as me and Ross every single Tuesday and Thursday, and you want one of these sweet Carnox gaming chairs, you can head over to carnox.com/SCG and use that affiliate link to get yourself 10% off one of these sweet gaming chairs.
And last but not least, we're sponsored by Coalesce Apparel. If you like the shirts that we're wearing, you can find their entire collection at coalesceapparel.shop. Make sure to use the gift code SCG when checking out to get 10% off of your purchase there. And a cool announcement from Coalesce, they are now carrying stickers. And if you are, like Corey is, a fan of the Jim Davis pile drivers, that is one of the stickers that they're offering now. And this shirt is now coming as a hoodie.
Hoodie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're branching out, huh?
You can get a Jim Davis hoodie right now on Coalesce Apparel. Use that gift code SCG, get yourself 10% off, and you can be looking great.
Awesome, absolutely. And we do have a sale going on right now. It is a $1 sale, if I am correct on that, right?
$1 sale on select Magic Singles.
Cards.
How convenient.
I have $1.
Exactly $1 in my wallet right now.
You better get a card on your way out of the office.
Yeah, I'll pick something up, I'm sure.
Absolutely. So check that out. That sale will end on Monday at 10:59. So get your dollar out. It's the dollar store at SCG for now.
There's a foil Urza's power plant on this slide.
Pass.
Drawing it up.
What else you got?
Awesome.
Zombie Apocalypse.
That's closer.
One of the Japanese visits that I don't know the name of.
Even closer. That's the leader in the clubhouse right now.
Love it. Love
Get my
it.
dollar.
All right, everyone. Well, the good guy got crushed today. I know we're all sad. Ross got the good old sweep. So we're 2-1 in Kaldheim so far, and I want to try to get a 3-1 lead because only a few people have blown a 3-1 lead before. So I'll feel pretty
Certainly
confident
no one I would root
Thursday. Yeah. So Thursday will be more Kaldheim standard because it is just awesome so far. I've been really having a blast playing with it. Next week we might try to explore a little bit more formats, but for now, really interested in standard.
Plenty left to look into.
Plenty left. I have a couple major things, including some Vorklex Planeswalker shenanigans. That is what I'm most excited for. I may just go home and do some brewing right now. So, also, I will have Dropping Bombs coming out tomorrow, and I switched it up and went up to Modern, and I'm playing some Modern Hammer Time. Been seeing this deck? This deck's been dominant.
I've seen the Hammer Time decks. It took, I think, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th in a recent challenge.
Yeah, it was 4 in the top 8 either last weekend or the weekend before. Really cool deck. So if you want to check that out, that should be up tomorrow.
My
on the
kind of
website.
deck. My kind of deck for sure.
And honestly, not normally my kind, but after the games, I'm a believer. It's pretty sweet. I was MC hammering on people all day. So, all right, everyone, that is going to do it for this week's Tuesday show. I want to thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate the support here on Star City Games and on
They do
Versus
pay
Live.
me, so don't thank me that much.
I was thanking them. They're prettier than you, so.
I mean, I could move over there.
Oh. All right, everyone. So that's going to do it for us. We will be back Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So for Corey, Ross, Rob, peace.